My name is Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel, of course. We're going to be cracking on straight away. We're on topic today. What are we talking about? We are talking about how tiredness can affect your mind, how tiredness affects the mind, how it can impact the mind, how it can influence the mind. And this is something that I think it affects most of us or all of us on different degrees, different levels. Tiredness can really influence the way you think. It can make you feel like you're ill sometimes. It can make you see things in a different way. So if you're full of energy, you're full of life, you're feeling really, really good, you're feeling full of vitality, feeling at your best, you're generally probably going to have a more of an optimistic outlook at that moment. However, if you're tired, you're fatigued, you're feeling a bit down, it's going to influence your thinking. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, loosely based. So I'm just going to pick, I've got a question there. So have you ever noticed that when you're exhausted, everything feels worse? So have you ever noticed when you're feeling exhausted, everything feels worse? Like everything appears a lot worse, a lot shitter, a lot. I get down when I'm tired, and I don't even realize I'm tired sometimes, and I start to get very negative, and I start to get very fed up, and I get very frustrated, and I don't fully acknowledge that I'm tired straight away, and it influences my how I feel. And I think it's good to talk about these things. It's a very basic thing to speak about, but it's a very common thing, a very relatable thing. And it's good to catch yourself sometimes. Go, I'm tired. I'm not going to make any big decisions now. I need to just, I need a bit of self care now. I need to chill out now, whatever it is. So I've pinned that message. That's great. I have got a poll just below. I'm going to say hello to everyone in a moment. So, have you ever noticed tiredness changing the way you think or feel? So, have you ever noticed tiredness changing the way you think or feel? One of the options is yes, it affects me a lot. The other is yes, sometimes. The other one's not sure, and the other one is no, not really. Okay, so the polls there if you want to take part. Hi to Paul Newman. Hi Boiling Frog. How's it going, guys? Hi to Shelley. Hi to Tanner. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Hi to Yoga's Forum. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Anyway, yes, we keep it respectful, Shelley, always. Thank you so much. Yes, we do. No religion, no politics. No, I'm not going down that road. We could be here till the cows come home with that. I'm not going to do that. So I've welcomed everyone in. This is a Monday reset. We're speaking about how tiredness affects the mind. I'll be reading all comments related to the topic to begin with, and then I'll go to open chat like I always do. And I think I want to speak about tiredness because it's something that we all experience, or I think most people at some point. I think we underestimate tiredness and how it can affect us. I think we really do. I've sometimes been tired and I thought I was ill. But I was just absolutely exhausted, and it just creeps up on you. Maybe it happens a bit more when you're older, and there's a lot of factors to this. And I've like the question I've asked, have you ever noticed that when you're exhausted, everything feels fucking worse? Like my outlook on life can be really negative sometimes, or I beat myself up because I'm tired. And things piss me off a lot more than they usually do. Small problems can feel absolutely huge, like massive problems. You feel like the problems are worse than they actually are sometimes. And then sometimes I'll hate my job for a day, or I'll hate the injustice in my job, just for example, and then I'll be really upset, and it'll really wind me up, and I won't be able to sleep that night. And then the next day I'll talk about it and I'll vent, and then I'll get some rest, and then 2-3 days later that problem, because I'm rested, has gone away, or it's a lot less than it was. It's not as magnified as it was. Has anyone ever done that? When you're like catastrophizing something, making it out to be worse than it is, and it's not always linked to being tired. It could be the way that you think, your psychology or whatever. But it affects me more. It's harder. I need to check myself when I'm tired. I definitely do. I need to improve on that. Tanya saying, hello, I noticed that you made several surveys regarding behavioural science. It makes me think that you will do a master's in behavioural science or psychology. Is that right? Tanya, that's a really, it's something that I could do if I wanted to. It's something I could do if I wanted to, Tanner. Maybe at some point, but I've not thought about that now. But thank you for the suggestion. It is interesting to me. Behavioral sciences, psychology is interesting to me too. It's something I could pursue potentially if I wanted to, but right now it's not on my agenda, if I'm honest. But thanks for mentioning that. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed as well, guys. I appreciate the support. So people annoy you more when you're tired. Big time. Fucking big time. You're tired, you're exhausted. People just piss you off more. Your tolerance levels are going to just drop. And a lot of the time, you don't even notice that you're tired. You're not even aware that you're tired. It's just there, if you know what I mean. It's just present. And God, I think your barriers go down when you're tired, and people annoy you. They annoy me sometimes. I might annoy others as well. Let's be honest. I'm not bloody perfect. Of course. You overthink things and situations. Let me have a sip of water. It's really warm here today, guys. You overthink things and situations. You replay them over and over and over and over again. You're tired. You're exhausted. And what that person said or what they did that day, and you replay it in your mind, and you're tired. Therefore, you're not as confident. You're not as secure in yourself. Your energy is not as good. Your energy is just lower, and then you can replay situations in your mind and magnify the negativity within those situations, and also overthinking. And overthinking is it's usually thinking requires energy, even if the thinking's not super intellectual. It's just overthinking all the time. Think, and it's just your energy being expelled, and you're getting tireder and tireder. It can affect your psychology, big time tiredness. It kind of, when you're tired, it feels like you're almost ill, like you're ill in a way. Shelley's saying, when I feel fatigued, a tiredness you feel so much trapped in that state. You're not in the humour for anything. Brad, would it be a low mood? Yeah, it would. That would be a great way of explaining that, Shelley. When you feel fatigued, the tiredness, you feel so much trapped in that state, like it's going. And also you're thinking, "Fuck me, is this me forever now? I'm going to be like this forever. I'm always going to feel like this," which is not true, of course. There's ups and downs, but at that moment, at that present time, you feel like it's going to last forever. Sometimes. I hope that the lighting's good there. That would be a low mood, yes. And it's having that awareness to go, "Fuck, I know I'm tired. I need to chill. I need to stop. I need to stop being so hard on myself." And be aware, a bit of awareness, catching yourself is key. Catching yourself going, I'm tired. I know why I'm being a bit of a moody bastard. I know why I'm a bit down now. And then you give yourself some grace with that, and give others a bit of grace if you can. It's easier said than done. I get it. Anyway, Boiling Frog says, some days I just can't be bothered making conversation with people. Oh my fucking God. Boiling Frog, big time. I completely agree. There's times when it's no disrespect to the individual either. For me, Boiling Frog, I just can't be asked speaking to people sometimes. I get peopled out, believe it or not. I get peopled fucking out. And it's like, and I might like the people, I just can't be asked speaking to them. Nothing personal to them, but I can definitely resonate with what you're saying. I suppose that could be more likely to happen if you're tired as well. Like, I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm peopled out. I'm stressed out. I don't even want to talk to anyone. I just need to recharge. I need to be on my own. I need to be quiet. Boiling Frog would be my thoughts. I sometimes, Boiling Frog, I'll be walking along the street and I'll know someone, and this person will be a really nice person. I'll have a lot of respect for them, but I'll pretend not to see them, and I'll walk straight past them and I'll ignore them. And that sounds really ignorant. And people might think I'm rude, but it's just me being, I don't know, escaping things, not wanting to speak to people sometimes. But it's not personal. It's just me being me, kind of thing. what knows what boiling frog means. Same with deep depression. You think it's forever. What's deep? How is that? Sorry, boiling frog. Eastern Blackpool, by the way. You've picked a good week if you're still there. The weather's really good, isn't it? It's really hot, really warm in England at the moment. What was deep depression like? That sounds horrendous. I bet that's not easy to get through. If you want to share, you can do. You don't have to if you don't want, by the way, with regards to that. You sometimes avoid people too. I do too. You doubt yourself more when you're tired. You doubt yourself more. I'm hard on myself already. But when I'm tired, it's like things bother me so much more. Things are magnified like negatively. And it's like, oh my God, that's horrendous, that's bad. And it's just, no, I'm just tired, mate. But you can doubt yourself. God, got to really be careful with that one. And you think, I don't know, that's not just in your head though. It's just there. It's just present at that moment. Hi, Yellow Belly. Welcome back. U12 movie. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad. I'm damaged. I'm sorry to hear that you're damaged. If you want to share, you can do. No pressure, but nice to meet you. You're in a safe place, safe space, should I say. And it's all about respect and all that. So hello to you. U12 movie, I'm saying hello to you. And hi to Snow Squirrel too. Good evening, Brad and Yellow Belly. How's it going, mate? I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing well. The poll is there for anyone who wishes to complete it. It's a simple one. Have you ever noticed tiredness changing the way you think or feel? Some will say, yes, it affects me a lot. Some will say, yes, sometimes. Some people might say, not sure, or no, not really. Or if you've got your own different answer, that's fine. It's there if you wish to take part in the poll. So, when you're tired, the brain struggles to regulate emotions properly. It struggles with it. It's not at its best. And these emotions are therefore amplified. The emotional part of the brain, I forgot what part of the brain is. Tanner, if he's still there, might know this, becomes more active, while the logical part has less control. So emotions have a massive influence on how we feel. Of course they fucking do. And the logical part of the brain has less control once those emotions take over. And obviously, emotional thinking is not always, doesn't have logic. It doesn't require logic. It doesn't have logic. It's just emotion-based thinking, and it takes over. And it's negatively charged by the tiredness, the fatigue, and everything feels like more of a threat, or more like chaos, or whatever it is. And that's why you can end up feeling exhausted. I'll read the comments the best I can. So it says, have you ever thought changing your profession instead of being a scrub nurse, being mental health provider? Nurse? Yeah, I have thought about that. I'd probably be very good at it, mate. Tanner, that's a very good point. Maybe. The job I'm doing now, I'm very good at. I'm very good at it. I'm blowing my own trumpet here, but I'm fucking good at what I do. Very adaptable being a scrub nurse. But I thought about it, yes. Maybe my skills might be better. My skills and my passions might be more aligned to that too, Tanner, what you've just mentioned, being a mental health practitioner, let's say. Shelley's saying you feel life is throwing through you like there's no effort, and you feel less visible. Exercise, walk in the rain, it can be powerful healing energy. Will increase your vibe, your aura will change. Love that. You feel less visible, feel like life is flowing through you, there's no effort. Exercise, a little walk in the rain, if you can. It's not always possible, but take your shoes and socks off and feel the earth underneath your feet. Be in a woods, a park, in nature, and just switch off and listen to the sea, or listen to the birds, listen to the wind, listen to the leaves rustling, and just be. And try and switch that mind, that constant fucking thought chatter that's going on and on and on, and you're really tired, you're exhausted, everything's stressing you out, and being in nature, it's like, and have some deep breaths, and then try to. It's like a circle, isn't it? And it's it's going really, really fast, and it's hard to slow the circle down. It's like a wheel, let's call it, and it's going super, super fast, and you're trying to put the brakes on it. And when you're trying to put the brakes on it, you're just thinking, right, I'm going to start breathing. I need to be in nature more. I'm going to stop. Try and slow that thought pattern down. It's not always easy though, Shelley. You'll probably know this. My opinion, anyway, is when you're really fucking tired and you're really stressed and your thoughts are going fucking sick. They're going 1,000 miles an hour. I'm sometimes aware of it, but I can't just stop it straight away. Especially if they're emotionally charged as well. They've got emotion behind them. They've got feeling behind those negative thoughts. Uh, it takes a while for me to slow that down, to come away from it. It's like trying to put the brakes on the negativity, if you know what I mean. So anyway, if you're tired, you're going to be more irritable. You're going to be more irritable. And Yellow Belly saying tiredness is like trying to navigate a boggy terrain. As much as you try to navigate it, sooner or later you're waist deep in it, your knee deep in it, your waist deep in it, you're up to your neck in it. Yellow Belly, really well said. I'm going to read it again. Tiredness is like trying to navigate a boggy terrain. It's like you're trudging through heavy, thick mud, and your feet and your shoes are getting lost in the mud. You're walking along it, and you're trying, and it's really heavy and it's really slow, and you're not really moving fast. Every step is absolutely exhausting. And then, fuck's sake, I've lost my shoe. I have to go and dig my shoe out of the mud, and you're not moving anywhere. And as you try to navigate it, sooner or later you're waist deep. Yep, you're sinking in it, and it's just heavy feeling. It's difficult. And it can catch up with anyone. It can catch up with anyone. That. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. Thank you for the support. My name is Brad, if you've never met me before. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. I talk about a lot of psychological things, talk about self-improvement, etc., etc. If you enjoy this kind of type of content, if you want genuine fucking conversations, then just hit the subscribe button. It's free. I'm live on Monday evenings, like tonight, UK time, Friday evenings, and Sunday evenings, all UK time. Anyway, I'll crack on, guys. And I'm reading all the comments related to the topic, which is we're talking about tiredness and how it affects us sometimes. Brad, sorry, Shelley is saying, Brad, sometimes if you're not eating right, it can affect your mood. We have to change these small things. Yes. And let's say you're tired all the time, right? You're fatigued all the time. You sleep really well and you still feel tired. And it's constant and it's all the time. Then it could be different factors that are affecting you. Or it could be work, it could be stress, it could be pressure, it could be diet. And I think diet you should tread carefully with. I think it's important to get your bloods checked and see what you're deficient in, what you're allergic to, or etc., etc. Foods that intolerances or whatever it is. Everyone's different. If you're really fatigued all the time and you don't know what it is, you're speaking to a healthcare professional. I'm not going to be able to give you that advice right now because I'm not going to do that because that would not be right. That would not be ethical. But getting your bloods checked would be a really good thing. It's like, or changing your diet, improving it. And if it still doesn't get better, getting those blood checks is going to help. It's going to tell you what you're deficient in, what you need more of, and hopefully you'd find a solution that way. But that's further down the line if it's chronic, the tiredness and the fatigue. And that's just not a good quality of life. Feeling exhausted every day, all the time, it's not a good quality of life. Hi, Sander, how's it going? Welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Sander's saying hello. You're dying in the heat. Feeling it right now. It's going to get hotter as the week goes on as well in the UK. We are not prepared for this, guys. England is shit at we are shit with the heat. The infrastructure is not built around it, aircon, etc. Like and subscribe, people. Thank you for the support. Thanks, Sander. It's horrible being tired, Yellow Belly saying, yeah, it feels like you're ill, mate. And you're absolutely right, Brad. Getting outdoors, slowing yourself down and breathing exercises. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And I'll be honest with that. That's really good, by the way, Yellow Belly. 1,000% it fucking works. But when you're really stressed out, your thoughts are going, you don't feel like doing the breathing. You're like, fucking don't feel like doing it. Don't want to do it. And you're just thinking, or whatever it is you're doing. You just feel like dog shit. absolute dog shit. And it's hard to do the breathing, but it does help. I suppose you've got to like have discipline and force yourself. And it'd be good around nature and you're away from all the traffic and the city or whatever. The air feels a lot cleaner, a lot more crisp. All these things, little things can help. Shelley sweating in places she didn't know she had. Yeah. Anyway, so when you're tired, when you're exhausted, you're gonna become more irritable. You're gonna get pissed off quicker. You're gonna be snapping at people quicker, more than likely. Things just fuck you off. Like imagine you go to the supermarket. Usually you go in there, you get your things, and you leave. You don't enjoy it, but you can tolerate it. But if you're really, really tired, I get really irritated at things really, really badly. And I think, shit, I need to escape. You're going to get more anxious potentially. Anxiety is going to increase when you're tired. And your energy is not as good. So these negative things are going to come to the fore more than likely. You're going to be more negative. Or I am. When I'm tired, I am fucking a lot more negative. I even do it with this channel. I love doing this channel. A lot of the time, I don't worry too much about the numbers. I keep turning up. I keep being myself and all that kind of thing. And every now and again, I just like I get tired, I get burnt out, and then I start thinking negatively, like, what's the point? I'm wasting my time. Yada, yada, yada. These thoughts come in. I become negative. I come out of it, though, thank fuck. But a lot of it's linked to being tired. For me, anyway. You're more sensitive to criticism because your energy is not as good. You're more insecure if you're tired, in my opinion. Yeah, you are. You are, in my opinion. Maybe that's something that I might need to work on, or you might need to work on. Who knows? Everyone's different. And you're more likely to fucking assume the absolute worst. Assuming the worst. And I think a big one is don't make an important decision when you're tired. Do not make them important decisions. Don't go, I'm going to quit my job. Fuck it. And then you hand your notice in. But you're tired, you're exhausted, you've had enough, you're stressed. You might have really good reasons to be stressed as well. But then you think, fuck it, I'm going to quit my job. And it's like, and the boss goes, okay then, I want to get someone new in anyway. And they go, next day come in, you go, I didn't mean to quit. And they go, no, we've already started the process. So you'll be gone in a week. You're like, shit, that's just an example. Don't make important decisions when you're tired. Wait till you're rested. Anyway. Trying to say we are sometimes forced to burn much more than we could do. During these periods, trying our best to go through may save us, but it takes too much time to heal wounds in our soul. Very deeply said, Tanner. We're sometimes forced to burn much more than we could do. During these periods, trying our best to go through may save us, but it takes too much time to heal wounds in our soul. Well, yeah, it can take a lifetime sometimes, mate. Very deep, that. Thank you for sharing. If you're working with heavy machinery, taxi drivers, etc., it can lead to something fatal. Yeah, you're exhausted. You're driving you're working distribution. You're driving a huge multi-ton lorry. You've got to drive from here to Poland to Krakow. I'm just making this up. It's a long fucking drive though. And you've been up for fucking 18 hours. And you've been driving, and then boom. Crash. We've just crashed into a car. The car's just been ripped in pieces. It was a little Ford Fiesta. Tiny little Ford Fiesta against a big lorry. It's like a piece of paper getting ripped, isn't it? And then it could be deadly. Could be deadly tiredness, absolutely. Or heavy machinery. Yeah. Or anything. So when you make mistakes, and when I'm really tired, sometimes I bump into things, I drop things, I forget things, I hurt myself sometimes. Yeah, it can be potentially fatal though, Shelley, absolutely. The other say I eat more when I'm tired. Yeah, because the body's going. Sander says each day I'm one close step to slapping people. Please don't do that. I get why you feel that way sometimes. How to know if you're making the right decision when always tired? Well, if you're always tired, then that would be your normal, wouldn't it, YouTube 12 movie, which would not be nice at all. You still have to make decisions. If you were tired every day, all day, every day, you'd have to make decisions sometime because you need to. How do you know? It's subjective depending on the situation and the individual. Sometimes there's 5 right decisions to a situation or a choice, and you just got to choose what you think's best at that time. If you're tired all the time, though, I'd be definitely going, why? What am I doing? What can I change? What can I change? Is my sleeping patterns consistent? Is my can I change my diet? Do I need to exercise a little bit more? Am I overthinking? Do I need to do meditation? I'd be trying other things. I'd be getting my fucking bloods checked big time. Magnesium glycinate, vitamin D, all these other vitamins that are essential. You're thinking, am I deficient in any of these? Iron, etc., etc. And the blood could tell you that. The results could tell you that. And then that could hopefully make you feel better. There's no guarantees, though. And then you'd be feeling more energized. Anyway. Good question, though. How would you know? Yeah. You'd have to make a decision. If you're tired every day, you'd have to make a decision, man. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. I really appreciate the support. I really, really do. My name is Brad. My channel's called Inspirational Ambivert. That's the name of it. I just speak genuinely. I speak about toxic people, challenging people. I speak about working on yourself, making sense of suffering. I speak about wisdom. I'm talking about tiredness today. It's all about becoming high vibrational. It's all about becoming less fearful. It's all about not taking any more shit, if you know what I mean. Anyway, psychology based. Do you know the reason for your tiredness? Standards asking you 12 movie. You feel overwhelmed by everything, people, work. What do you do as a job, if you don't mind me asking? Yes, it can be overwhelming. It can feel like you're lost. Hopefully, right now will make you feel a tiny bit better, or at least heard. Yeah, it's hot. The heat makes you feel tired, doesn't it? And also, it's too hot, and then you can't sleep. And then the next day, it's like, oh shit, here we go again. I'm just reading the comments. Hi, Daniel, learning languages. How's it going? Nice to see you here again. Hope that you're okay. I guess, but there's no break from my life. There's no break from your life. Can you change any of those things, U12 movie? I don't know your full story. Of course I don't. I don't know your full situation. Can you change any of those things? Can you do anything? I hope that you can. Find the easiest thing. It can feel overwhelming, can't it? It's like, fucking hell, my life's a mess. Fucking hell, it's overwhelming. Fucking hell, it's too much. I don't know what to do. I'm stressed. I can't sleep. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I've had enough. And that's all you think. And you think, fuck, I've got 10 things, 12 things I want to change. And where do I fucking start? And then it's overwhelming. And you try and do what I used to try and do everything all at once. And it just didn't work out. So just pick one thing. Pick the easiest thing. Pick the easiest thing that you want to work on. And then go, right, I'm just going to focus on that. It could just be, do you know what? I'm going to start eating a bit better. Just a bit better. And you try and change one thing. Instead of having 3 cans of Coke a day, I'm going to have 2 cans of Coke a day. Something like that. A bit of a plan. I don't know if that helps. I'm trying to keep it simple there. Hi, I get headaches and then I get ratty. Hi, Dawn. Yeah, I get that. You're feeling like shit. Headaches. Yep. You're less tolerant of others when you're in that state, Dawn, which is understandable. Bloody hell, Yellow Belly. It sounds really hot. Need money, need work, need to navigate social situations. Okay, as well, movie. So the money, work. I'll be thinking work. Your social situations are going to be work, job, voluntary work, doing a few hours a week. You're going to be around people. Pick something that you're at least a little bit interested in, doing voluntary work if you can't find paid work. And then you're going to be around other people. And then you get a CV. You improve your CV. You're around others. Baby, I know this is easier said than done. When you are mentally pushing yourself to get out of this tiredness, you would have no glow. Sometimes you have to get up and go, whether you're fucked or not. Yeah. That's not motivation, that's determination. That's grit, that's stoicism, or whatever you want to fucking call it. So when you are mentally pushing yourself to get out of the tiredness, you would have no glow. Sometimes you have to just get the fuck up and you go wherever you're fucked or not. Sometimes you're just gonna go, do you know what? I wake up in the morning, I think, fuck this shit. I'm gonna do 13 hours. It's gonna be stressful. It's gonna be hard work. I can't be asked getting out of bed, and it's so tempting to just press that alarm button and not go. But I force myself out of bed. I do warm off breathing every morning. I have a cold shower. I'm shocked. Oh, it's horrible, but then it feels good afterwards. You just keep going. Anyway, let me go through the comments. Write it all down that's in your head and then start crossing off the shit that doesn't matter. Oh, that's good. Yellow belly. Write everything down and cross off the shit that doesn't matter or the shit that you can't change. I like that. It's very good. Very, very, very good. Thanks. Tiredness can also affect your decision making. So back to tiredness. It can affect your decision making. Your thought process is skewed. Remember, your logical brain is low, is not operating at optimum capacity, but the emotional side of the brain is going crazy, the monkey brain, and it's going to impact your decision making. It's going to slow it down, or it's going to maybe make you decisions that you wouldn't usually make. Therefore, not making a decision when you're fucking tired. You might make choices that you would normally avoid. Or sending an email when you're angry. I'm tired. Get some capital letters in there as well to show them that you fucking mean business. I'm joking here. A few apostrophes or whatever, repeat them. And then you send the email. And then you get a good night's rest. You were tired that day, you were angry. And then you've had a good night's sleep and you've gone, you look at the email and go, fucking hell, I didn't really mean that. That won't come across very well. And you regret it because your decision-making process has been hindered, hasn't it? Because of the tiredness. You might make choices, you might lose motivation and think you have lost your purpose. Yes. You might just lose motivation. Well, yeah, you will. It's all good and well doing shit when you feel great, you know. Easy fucking peasy. When you're full of energy, full of enthusiasm, therefore full of motivation, you feel like you can take on the world, but not every day is going to be like that. Some days you've got to drag your ass out of bed. You've got to turn up anyway. And you might not be performing at your best at all. But sometimes you can feel like you've lost your purpose. Like everything's, what's the point? I'm tired kind of thinking. But sometimes what we're going to say then, sorry guys, sometimes you're not losing your way though. You're not losing your way, you just need to recuperate. Sometimes doing nothing's the best thing you can do. And it feels like I've got all this stuff to do today. If I don't do it today, then it's going to be the end of the world. It's not going to be the end of the world. The world will continue long after we're gone. It just will. It always has done. It always will do. We're all replaceable, as a lot of you guys will know. And you're not losing your way just because you're tired. You're just running on fucking empty. And if you're running on empty, sometimes it's good to go, do you know what? I'm not going to, let's just say I'm really, really, really tired. I won't do the live today, for example. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to apply self-care, self-love and self-care. Anyway, let me read some of the comments, guys, related to the topic for now, and then we'll go to open chat soon. Write your thoughts down. It's like journaling, isn't it? It's a good start. Write your thoughts down. Yes, journaling. Welcome back, Boiling Frog. It can be healing. Yes. You don't need to show anyone this. and you're journaling, you're writing down your thoughts and your feelings, you're just processing them in it's a really good way of self-reflecting as well. Very healthy to do. Alpac, hi Alpac, how's it going? Nice to meet you. My name is Brad. Hope you're okay. Setting boundaries can help. Anyway, with dealing with challenging people, of course, Sanders on about. Hi Drunk, how's it going? Welcome back, dude. Like George Carlin said, love George Carlin, the planet's going nowhere. We are. Exactly, by default. George Carlin was an amazing comic, an amazing truth speaker as well as a comic, comedian. Once you turn up, sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more than nothing. All compounds, doesn't it? All those days when you don't feel like doing something, you're just adding up to it, adding more, and adding more. Nobody's promised tomorrow, though. They're just not. Anyway, looking back, some of my worst overthinking happened when I was mentally exhausted. And that still happens on occasion now. I can go and go and go and go. I work about, some people work more than me, but this is my story. I work probably about 47 hours a week at the hospital. I do overtime. My choice. I spend about maybe 15, 20 hours-ish at YouTube. My choice. And I go to the gym when I can, 2 or 3 times a week. And every now and again I get tired. And when I do, it's when my worst my worst thoughts are when I'm mentally exhausted. And sometimes I thought things were seriously wrong, like they were really, really bad. I'd picture things really, really badly when I was tired or when I am tired. And I make it out as though everything's just lost and everything's pointless and I'm going nowhere. Poor me kicks in. Always me kicks in. That kind of fucking shit. But the reality was I just needed rest. I just needed rest. So this is just a reminder of those things, what I'm talking about today. So check your energy level. So if you start to get negative, you start getting a bit pissed off, you might not realize you're tired at the time. Check yourself, check your energy before judging your life, or maybe before judging others too. Don't be too harsh on others too. Springs to mind. Check your sleep before making major decisions. Because if you're making a decision from a desperate position, you're going to make desperate choices potentially, or bad choices, or ill-informed choices, especially if tiredness has taken over your thought process. Your decision-making skills are not going to be great when you're fucking exhausted. Check whether you're burned out before assuming everything is falling apart. One moment, guys. So a tired mind often tells a darker story than reality. It surely does. It certainly does. I'll finish in a minute because it's not a big topic, this one. Rest is not laziness. Not always. Sometimes it's the best thing to do, the smartest thing to do. It's the maintenance of your mind, of yourself. Don't feel guilty for resting is what I'm trying to say. Jong, I am not cross with you at all. It's okay, don't worry. Most beliefs, opinions, George, has resonated with me and mine. Yes, absolutely. Don't worry, Jong, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, it's okay to rest sometimes. It's okay not to do all the time. It's okay to say no to that event that you're going to go to. Could be a family event. Could be a great event, but you feel exhausted. It's okay to say, when you say no, you say yes to yourself. So when you say no, you say yes to yourself. Remember that one. And it's okay. Don't feel guilty when you slow down a bit. I am a doer. I've always been a doing type of person, and it's got me so far in life. Great. However, that doer, the weakness to that is I struggle to slow down sometimes. I really do. And I feel bad when I don't turn up. And sometimes I need to remind myself this. I need to be okay with resting. and not always on the go, and maintain that mind, maintenance of the mind via the rest, and via like Yellow Belly and Shelley was mentioning, and maybe others, getting a bit of time in nature away from everything, focusing on your breath, focusing on the nature, listening to the birds, just focusing on the birds. That's a good one. Because if you're focusing on what the birds sound like, you're listening to them. And while you're listening to what the birds are doing, you're stopping that thought, that negative loop. And you're giving your mind a rest. It's really, really good. Really, really healing is nature. I think we're linked. Mother Nature, of course. What we're part of. The earth, aren't we? We're fucking, gravity's got us. We're not fucking, can't just jump off, can we? And we are linked to the earth, in my opinion. If you walk around the Trafford Centre, massive, if you don't know what that is, that's a massive shopping centre in Manchester. It's huge. It's fucking huge. It's got loads of shops, loads of food options, loads of nice ice cream. It's nice, don't get me wrong. Full of artificial light, full of businesses, Hugo Boss, fucking Levi's, fucking Lacoste. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's huge. It's like a fucking town, for God's sake. But it's very draining. Very, very draining, in my opinion, to be around that for too long. As exciting as it can be, as fun as it can be. But if you go in nature, go to a nice park somewhere, go to the seaside, wherever it is, nature, it doesn't matter what it is. It's so healing. It gives you energy. Anyway, walk in the forest, the rest of mind. So I'm going to end that poll. I'm going to start reading the comments now, guys, more. As best as I can. The beauty of living in a small space, I can reach across to my kettle and make myself a brew. Well, I've got a brew right now, so cheers, man. What do you love about that, Yellow Belly? About living in that small space in your camper van? What type of camper van is it as well? Sander, where the sir means it's actually Shelley is real. I don't know what that means, sorry. Many thanks to Sir Tim Berners. Who's Tim Berners? What? I am got over my head. I'm just going to go to this now. Community-led chat. I'll put corn chat. There we go, guys. There we go. That then signifies to people what we're doing that join us. I will read the comments the best I can. There we go. It's a great life, Yellow Belly. A bit of a nomadic life, I'd say. Being in your camper van. Having your own business. You've got freedom there in a way. Not complete freedom, of course. We're all in the matrix, whatever you want to call it. But there's a bit of freedom there. Tim Berners, who's that? I don't know who it is. Don't know who that is. Boiling Frog, I agree, nothing like it. Let's look at what Boiling Frog said. I missed it. I walk in the forest for rest. It rests the mind. Yes, it does. Massively. It's huge. So, Boiling Frog says, nice one. Yellow Bell says, take your shoes and socks off and ground your mind and body and soul, 1000%. If you can feel the grass or the sand or whatever it is beneath your feet, or just sit down next to the sea or a river or whatever it is and put your feet in the water if you wanted to. It was really hot. And just breathe and be calm and be still and listen to the stream, the water, or whatever it is around you. That returns you to what you're meant to be, really. We live in the rat race in England. I don't know where everyone else is. I'm included in that equation. It's a rat race, really, a lot of the time. Everyone's grafting, everyone's hustling, everyone's moving around. I'm missing some of the previous comments. I'm sorry, Sander, if I've missed them. If you want to... if I've missed some things, I'm sorry. I'm going to just keep going down low now. I feel the best in nature too. Boiling Frog, Sander, and everyone else. Shelley saying Yellow Belly, that is life, pure magic. Lee, hi Lee, how's it going? Welcome back, mate. We're all good. We were on topic, Lee. We're talking about how tiredness can affect your psychology and your mind and blah, etc., etc. But now I'm just going to open chat. Hi Lee, how's it going? Drong is saying, why Sir Tim Berners-Lee is the father of the internet. I didn't know that, without which none of our interactions would be possible. I didn't know that, Drong. I did not know that. Thanks for telling me, basically. Shelley says hello to Lee. Boiling Frog loves the countryside. Absolutely. Sander's then saying, a surgeon today asked me to get the operational trolley up with a patient on it, and it pumped up, and I pumped it up fast. Like you use your feet to pump up the trolley, like a bed, and you've got a pedal, basically. The surgeon said, I'm too strong and didn't like my speed. I felt bad. You're too efficient, Sander. I don't think you should feel bad. You didn't cause any harm to anyone. John says, I wonder where he got Lee. Maybe he's one of us back here. Bruce Lee, Sander saying. Bruce Lee had some good comments, man. He has some wise comments, I'd say that. I walk up to the Peak District, is it? Peak District, Fells. It takes all the stress away, and the views are amazing when you get over 1,000 feet up. Wow. And it's like the climb as well, isn't it, Lee? You're walking up the climb. It's a bit tiring or whatever it is, and then you get to the top of the climb, the hill, the mountain, whatever you want to call it. And then you just look at where you've come from and just admire it. It's breathtaking, I can imagine. Very, very good for you. But then folks saying, when waves come in and out, it's like they're taking your problems away. I like that. The swooshing of it. The swooshing of the waves. You can hear it, can't you? I'm just picturing it now. And you've got that cold sea air as well in your face, blowing in your face. I'm just imagining it now. Sander saying, Shelley, I felt embarrassed. Shouldn't have done. Well, if you felt embarrassed, fair enough, but I don't think you should have done, Sander. Don't worry. I think you did a good job. By the sounds of it. Lee saying hello to Shelley. Sorry, guys. The other bit said, and a 1.9D 1994 Citroen Relay Auto Sleeper. Oh, right, okay. It was ready for the tip when I bought it. I'm now laying back listening to my favourite live. Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks, man. Sander's saying, Shelley, that right. Did it take a lot of work to restore that yellow belly? Did you do it yourself or did you pay for it to be done? Strong saying, I'm not living that bloody rat race anymore. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Lancaster Cassie, how are you? Nice. I think I've seen her before, Lancaster Casey. Is it Casey? Lancaster Casey or Cassie? I think it's Casey, isn't it? I'm going to call you Casey, sorry. Hi, Casey, my name's Brad. I think I've seen you on here before. Welcome back. What is very healing, Shelley, yes. Lake District. Ah, right. I thought so, Lee. I wasn't sure, but thanks for telling us. Lake District is huge, man. Fucking huge. It's nice, stunning. Peak District's good as well. Not as nice as Lake District, though, I'd say. So I'm just saying, Shelley, you're a really good person. Thank you for being you. Thanks for caring. Timmy's never tired. He never sleeps. He never blinks. He never misses a thing. He's always on the watch. He's always watching. Yeah. He's got it all sussed. Yellow Billy saying hello to Lee. Timmy is indestructible, especially with that hard shell. Where's Abe's? I don't know. Hope he's okay. Who knows? Shelley's saying, Sander, oh, for God, thank you for that. You are the same kindness. Lovely. I don't know where Abe is, mate. I hope he's all right. He's probably living his life, hopefully. About 2 years ago, I climbed up to the top of the highest peak in our town. Yes, it was an achievement for me too. Yes. Abe is mission in action. Yes. I can wake up, still feel tired because of my medication, but I'm fine after 3 coffees. LOL. Yeah. Have you ever tried to quit coffee, Lee? Fucking hell, it's so difficult. I've quit drugs, I've quit smoking, I've quit alcohol, and I've quit coffee. I drink it now, but I quit coffee once. And honestly, God, I felt ill for about a week. I'm so addictive. It does wake you up, though, mate. I like it. It's not a bad thing, though, is it? Not a terrible thing to be addicted to. There's much worse things than that, of course. Used to work in the Lake District, Brian and Frog. What did you do? What did you do? That's interesting. Lee saying, yes, I'm a 3, but 5 on a bad day. Trying to say, Brad, Timmy stares at me when I sleep. He said, what the fuck are you looking at? He said, what the fuck are you looking at? Said, don't be giving me that beady eye. Yeah. He's shaking his head. Oh, I'm dropping books. One sec. Shit. Ugh. Anyway, I was forced to, you guys said it was brutal. And yes, the first few years were. Now I've settled down, at least I have a concrete goal. Yeah, if you've got a concrete goal, whatever that is, and you're working towards that, that's great. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's the right thing for you. You go insane if you quit coffee. It gives you headaches, Lee. Honest to God, you feel like you're ill as fuck. You feel so tired. Going back to the tired topic a little bit there. You feel absolutely exhausted when you quit coffee. If you're addicted to it, you get headaches. You feel ill as fuck, and it takes about a week for it to go. At least a week. I love coffee though too. It's amazing. So I drink too much coffee. I have to cut down. It's shocking. Yeah, Shelley. I used to drink so much of it, loads. Like I didn't even count how much I had. Now I have 3 a day, no more. I can't go anymore. I have 3 a day because I know if I start having 4 a day, 5 a day, I'll have to have that every day to feel normal. Yeah, business. I built the inside from scratch, 12-volt electrics, etc. I have a raised double fixed bed and a kitchen extension. It's been a graft whilst living in it during the build. Have you got aircon? I hope you've got aircon, mate, for this weather. That sounds amazing. Well done. You must have a lot of skills to do that, Billy. Not everyone. I couldn't do what you've just done, what you've just mentioned. I'd have to pay someone to do it, if I'm honest. To rebuild an IV vehicle or whatever it is you've got, a camper van, let's say. Coffee is tough to quit. You don't have to quit these things. I just did it because it's just typical me. This I just try things, and I just do those types of things. Quit things. I just do it. That's what I do. I've always been drawn to that kind of thing. Challenges. You've been in your camping for 16 months now. How are you finding it? What do you love? What's the worst thing about it, and what's the best thing about it? And are you going to continue to live like that? Are you happy? Is the question, Billy. I think you've got a bit of freedom there. Strong saying, Shelley, thanks for that. And it's working. Once I'm running, I'll return to religion a bit, maybe just for a sense of belonging. That's okay. If that's what you want to do. A bit of belonging, a bit of meaning in life. A bit of a moral compass sometimes, religion, or whatever you want that to be. Belonging to a community maybe as well. But the first is I worked at a place called Brentwood next to Coniston. Yeah, Coniston Lakes, isn't it? Coniston, there's lakes there, isn't there? I think Coniston. Maintaining the cottage and its surroundings. Nice. Does sound nice, Yellow Belly, I agree. What's your favourite type of coffee? Mine's Dow Edberts or a supermarket have them in alarm boxes as the crackheads keep nicking. Yes, Lee. Unfortunately, coffee is it's one of the it's the smackheads' go-to, isn't it? Really, heroin addicts go-to to steal because they can sell it for cheap very quickly. We have coffee. We have a coffee machine, DeLonghi coffee machine. And we get coffee beans, Lavazza coffee beans, different ones from Amazon, whatever on sale, and it's just really nice. Other than that, I just have I do have what's it called? Is it Nescafe Gold or something like that? I have that at work, but at home I have a coffee machine. It's really nice. You can smell the coffee off the beans. It's fucking nice, man. Do what makes you happy, Drong. 1,000%. That's different for everyone. It is really warm. I'm literally sweating now. I had a bath about an hour and a half ago, and I am absolutely sweating right now. The only aircon is the open side door. Yeah, mate. I thought it's an older vehicle. It's probably not going to have aircon. Probably cost quite a bit to get one fitted. I wish you had it now, mate, so you'd feel a bit more comfortable. I don't have aircon in this apartment, though. A lot of people don't have it in England, do they? John Ruskin's house. Who's John Ruskin, Boiling Frog? Please educate me. I don't know who that is. Thank you to anyone that's likes and subscribed, by the way. I really appreciate the support. I thought I'd chuck that in. Yes, indeed, sir. I like getting my hands dirty and shoveling work. It's a great workout. Americano all day long. Yeah. John saying yes, the moral compass, that's it. Yeah, religion can give us those things. You can find it yourself, though, I believe. Religion's not a bad way to do it. Not that I'm religious personally, but I respect those that are. Of course, as long as they're nice people, it doesn't matter. But it can help. Depends what you want, what you need, I suppose. You're like saying freezing in the winter, too bloody hot in the summer. Other than that, it's beautiful being close to nature. Yeah, you're at the brunt of the elements there, Yellow Belly, I'd say.